Recycling is real, recycling is important, and it's an everyday action that you can take towards sustainability.
There's a good old saying.
Don't make it more difficult than it has to be.
Dennis Schofield is a general manager at Waste Management's material recycling facility, where all of these blue bin contents get processed.
Looking through all the items.
But recycling does have its quirks.
In truth, just because something can be recycled or has a recycling symbol on it doesn't mean that it can be recycled where you currently live.
It used to be that local governments could ship off all their recycling in bulk to countries who would buy it. But city officials say those markets dried up as a lot of the materials ended up in landfills.
And in around 2018, 2019, a lot of countries, especially China, finally said enough. We're not going to take this anymore. You have to now figure out how to deal with that locally.
Which meant that local governments like Salt Lake City had to figure out local contracts with local vendors, which make the process a bit more complicated for those who live here.
And that MRF only accepts cardboard, they accept paper, they accept aluminum tin cans, and when it comes to plastics, they only do the hard plastics.
They also don't handle glass bottles, but while you might be used to tossing bottles in recycling with your paper and aluminum, Salt Lake City had to find a second vendor for those. You can drop them off at sites across the city or pay an extra $8 a month for a glass recycling curbside container.
It's a separate process, so it just depends on how the government makes those contracts with the availability of the local businesses.
They aim to keep as much as possible out of landfills,
reducing our overall footprint, and it just has a much greater impact on our environment, on us individually, on our community, on our air quality, the list goes on and on and on.
For your city's processing rules, check your local government's website.
For Salt Lake City, I try to recommend keep it to the three main things, which is the paper, cardboard, tin aluminum cans, and hard plastics. Keep it simple.
You just have to do a little, and it'll make a big difference.
In Salt Lake City, Avery Klanowski, Fox 13 News, Utah.